Hello everyone and welcome to Paradox versus Elysium. Round 1 Deathslinger. We have Urushi playing the Deathslinger for Paradox against the survivors of Elysium, Grenout, Kexo, Arima, and V1. And we hear a generator being worked on. We see a survivor in the distance. Oh, not quite able to make that shot though. Do we see a shot here? Yes, we do. And oh, we're gonna see that cigar being used, getting the stun reset. And I'd say this is a pretty normal Deathslinger build here.
Yeah, I think you're right. Seeing Corrupt Intervention come out early for that early game slowdown where you can find the first chase. And we found that first chase fairly early on into the match here, getting that first shot. Playing the loop fairly well here, trying to hit some of the shots. That a head-on stun coming in and a flashbang. Oh my goodness. Firecracker, yep, holy cow. Off and running.
That is one way to end a chase right there, although losing that Firecracker early, not the best thing if you are Elysium. But, you know, Elysium was one of the top, predicted to be one of the top teams coming in, so maybe a little bit of that cockiness could come back to bite them. We see Grenout running over in the comp corner. Oh wait, no, there's a pallet here. I forgot they did that, somehow.
Yeah, with the new tiles and everything, they're adding pallets to comp corner. Doing the point tech as you go down at the pallet here. We're expecting potential pallet save, or is this going to be the first hook coming in? Oh, looks like it's going to be potentially the first hook coming in on Slinger here. Still at 5 gens, which is looking nice. Carrying him far away. I didn't see the gen layout quite yet. I don't know if he's got a fairly decent regen that he's going to look to hold. There goes that first gen as that first hook comes in almost simultaneously there.
Yeah, unfortunately that seems like that might be a bit of a wasted pain res. Maybe not, though, given we have another generator at 50%, and Arima just hanging out in the basement.
Yeah, just chilling. As you do.
I mean, it's a good hiding spot because what killer is going to waste time checking the basement? And we do see Urushi just chilling out on this hill, got the good sight lines, want to make sure no one's going for the save. It's a bit of a proxy camp onto Grenout, trying to confirm that second stage while still being able to have enough sightlines to be able to punish stuff.
Yeah, the sightlines are going to be the big thing on this one. Looks like he's got a lot to work with here, not much. He is kind of by the bus, but they did break my favorite fun bus now. It's not as fun as it used to be. We see gens getting worked on. Somebody set up for the save here. There it is, coming in, creeping in pretty close. You'll see hopefully a save. We have a sprint burst, and we'll make it in the pocket here as long as breakout as well. Looks like he might have been spotted out here. Oh, there's the second stage. Running away, did not commit to the unhook.
Oh, that was late on the save, so Grenout goes second and they don't get the unhook. And now Arima is in chase. And oh, what a follow-up shot.
Arima in trouble here. There's the down.
Oh no.
Oh, and still no unhook. Oh, here comes the unhook. Oh, trying to bait out the grab. Going for it potentially. There's the hit, and the unhook gonna take the trade. Whoa.
Waiting out the borrowed time.
Wow.
Ooh. But V1 with good body block, tried breaking that chain. Goes down, but 2 survivors slugged. 2 generators done. Grenout and Chase. It's all going to be up to Kex to help this team recover. And ooh, what a juke from Grenout.
That was a nice dodge there. We get to see this game. The pace has picked up quick, fast, and in a hurry here on that first hook, and the gens getting done. We're seeing potentially pickups coming in here. B1 still on the ground. Ooh, there's the hit.
Oh,
and the down. Very nice.
From Urushi. Just sit at that window. And is there any way there's going to be a save? I was going to say maybe a flashlight save, but Urushi looks straight at the wall.
Confirm the 1 kill here. 3v1 now with 3 gens remaining. We're gonna see if we can continue on with this Deathslinger pressure here, if the survivors are gonna be able to make a comeback. It looks like they're resetting here. Hopefully Arima gets healed. Oh, on the hill we see, ooh, dipping down there. Gonna take the chase. Very nice.
Yeah, I believe that was V1 on the hill. Now playing around another one of these edge map pallets. I keep seeing the rocks and the trees, and I just think, oh, it's just, you know, edge map stuff. It's just random stuff for the sake of stuff. But I gotta remind myself, there's pallets here. And so far, V1 playing around it very well. Woohoo!
It's the stun.
I don't know if that stun was good because you lose a lot of distance off of dropping that pallet.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, gets the hit here. This is going to be essentially another hook stage coming in here on B1.
Another
It's
hook
so
stage,
weird.
another generator.
I'm with you. I think it's so weird to see all of these. Oh, trying to get some breakout value here, it looks like. Hopefully can't make it to the hook, but it looks like he's going to make it there anyways. Gets that hook in. I was going to say, it's so weird to see these edge map pallets now.
Yeah,
I don't know how to play around them.
I've played a decent amount of the swamp maps, so I have somewhat of an idea, but it's weird to see them here. Like, it's the one change that I just don't think I will ever get used to on this map. But we have Arima working on the last generator. That means Kexo probably poising for a save here.
So now comes the waiting game. Like, how long do you wait to go get the save? Probably now that Slinger has wandered away a little bit here. It's where you'll set up for the save. Oh, finding him out here on the backside of the truck. Gonna go for potentially a shot. There it is, and the down to confirm it. Getting these hook states in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised the survivors have done as well as they did, losing a survivor so early on. One generator left, and I think they 3-gen themselves. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks, yeah, the survivors 3-gen themselves. 3 survivors, 3 generators. It's gonna be tough, especially considering Arima's on the hook. However, V1 did get fully healed after that unhook, and ooh, a cheeky attempt at that shot. Doesn't quite land it.
I was gonna say that was a fairly ambitious shot there and a fairly quick one. Now we're gonna see is he gonna take the chase at the shack. I would play around shack. You're fairly close to the hook and to your generator, so we are wandering away from everything now. Kind of into one of these car piles here.
Well, we do have V1 working on a generator. Meanwhile, Kexo just slightly keeping the killer's attention, enough so that V1 is able to work on a generator, hopefully undetected. Arima just hanging out on the hook, just chilling, and Arushi just trying to camp.
If you're in this position as survivors, do you push that gen out, get it done, and then go for the save, or do you try and get that save before that stage 2 comes in? Looks like it just came in, or is just about to come in, actually.
Yeah, as a survivor, you just got to get the gens done, because gens are the objective. And if you can get everyone out, it's worth the one person rather than going for the save and then maybe not finishing the generators at all and leading to a 4K. So
yeah, I think you're right there. We're gonna focus on the gens here. The save did come in. We put Kexo into a deep wound here. Gonna continue the chase, try and get another hook state here while they finish out. I would expect to see this final gen come finish up here shortly. Did have a lot of progress from the last we left it.
doesn't seem to be the case though. So we have Arima dead on hook, V1 only hooked once, and then Kexo fresh hook. So we have Arima over here getting another survivor before getting that last generator. Ooh, that would be tragic for Elysium, because it's gonna be so much harder to get that last generator done.
Yeah, with 2 survivors, 1 injured, it's going to be a hot minute here to get that gen. Especially Pain Res proccing on that gen as well. They are tapping it.
It looked like they wanted to figure out for a second, just do we commit to this? And the answer was no, they do not.
Yeah, I think that's where the communication is going to come into play. Like, you got to commit, or do you try and leave and reset? Looks like we're going to find them out on the edge of the map here. Ooh, are we chasing? There it is. There's the down on Kexo. Kexo's still a fresh hook, though, right?
Yeah, Kexo is still fresh, so hopefully, if you're Elysium, you don't want Kexo getting hooked. But right now, it's just V1 just kind of just trying to avoid being caught playing around the killer shack, waiting for the hook to come through. But Rushi, good killer, probably won't fall for the bait, won't go for the hook and just let the hatch be taken for free. But we do see the pickup coming through.
All right, so the pickup and then the hook here. No flashlight saved, though, because we did see V1 did have the flashlight. He's not going to take that ambitious chance at the flashlight save. Here's the hook coming in. Paint res on that, so he now knows that gen has the most progress on it. Not too worried about any of the other gens. I think we're just going to hang out here, right?
Yeah, Kexo is on the hook for 2 minutes, which means that is theoretically enough time for V1 to finish a generator, but it'd be really risky to do so. We see V1 already poised for endgame, not even trying to go for the hatch, just hanging out by the door. Oh, but Arushi is nearby.
Oh, worried about the head-on play?
Yeah, worried about the head-on. I don't know if you saw the Huntress round earlier, but yeah, that's something to worry about. V1, we know V1 is close, but Arushi just trying the best to get that same information.
Doing a very good job of not leaving any scratch marks, not giving him anything to work with here, just kind of hiding out near this truck as best he can.
Oh, this is so... I can only imagine how tense this is for V1, just avoiding getting caught.
Yeah, I'm already sweating and I'm not even playing, I'm just casting.
So yeah, some really nice stealth there from V1, as Kexo does go second and is going to be dying very soon. Arushi in position for the hatch. Now I imagine based off of after all that stealth, I imagine Arushi will go check the other door first, if I had to guess. Yeah,
probably get as far away from where the slinger thought you were, potentially, and go look for the other door. Oh, the gen?
V1's on the generator, going for those points.
All right, get that gen progress.
On.
Gens before friends, folks. This is how matches are won, right here.
Yes,
the gens.
It is. But the question is, we had asked this question last time. What happens if the hatch gets closed before this generator gets completed? I don't think that'll be the case. But V1 is giving up this gen. It's good. It gives me questions about how the end game is going to be played.
Yeah, I think he's going to pop this gen here before the hatch gets done. There it is. Now, choice. Do you go for the doors? You look up, hatch gets closed, so I guess you got to go for the doors now.
Yeah. I was going to say...
By popping that gen, you gave away your position, right? Now Slinger knows where you were.
Slinger knows where you were, but this could just be a repeat of what we saw earlier.
Yeah, the stealth. We already know V1's a master of stealth, so probably going to see him slow play it here, take his time. This is going to be a close one here. Not sure if he's going to get the door. See V1's getting a little paranoid, double checking that door every time he takes a few steps away. Just looking at it. Yeah. You see that no-ed speed probably come into play here as well. Oh, found him.
Oh, there's V1 getting caught. Unlucky. I mean, if I was in that position, I would have popped the gen and then probably straight on the door. Just to see like if I can get it done in time. Because I think that's your best bet of getting stages out the door. But a 4K, all generators completed. That's not bad either for Elysium, especially given the start they had.
Yeah, that was a spicy start. We see Arushi coming in very strong on Slinger here, hitting some pretty decent shots. Missing a few others. Noed doing his thing as we head on in. That's a nice 4K. Got lots of gens done. All the gens done, in fact. And it's going to be pretty awesome to see the reverse here happen and see how it goes on the next half.
Yeah. Score coming out of this round or this game is 28 for Paradox, 3 or wow, I read that wrong. 28 for Paradox, 10 for Elysium. And like you said, it was a really nice comeback for Elysium, but Arushi just putting up work. We will see what Elysium's killer can do right after the break.
And welcome back, all you faithful viewers here, as we get back to more Slinger gameplay underway. Grenout on Slinger here is going to have some big shoes to fill against Urushi's Slinger here, but we already in chase against Hein. It's going to be interesting to see how they play this. Gets the hit right away, going off without any problems there. Put him into a deep wound. Going to play around the pallet, or is he going to break it? Going to be interesting to see here.
And it is going to be the pallet break for Grenout, kind of zoning off Hein. In a really bad spot, but a nice little, quick little juke for Hein. Still gonna be rough. Seems like he's not having the same luck with those edge map pallets. And Hein goes down.
Edge map pallet RNG. This is gonna be the first hook again. Spicy gameplay right out the front here, wasting no time finding the first survivor, getting the first hook. Hopefully, looking around. Probably moving him closer to some of the generators. Going to take that hill so he can get some vantage there and get that line of sight on everybody. Looks like he's got a decent 3-gen setup potentially. Gonna hold on to that. Sees those scratch marks leading towards the hook or hopefully away.
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, decent 3-gen setup, and it looks like it could be maybe a 4-gen if you really want to stretch your definition of it, but Redout not taking any chances, just wants to stay near Hein, make sure at least that second stage comes through, if not the full death. The survivors, though, they're probably doing generators, just trying to get out as fast as possible.
Yeah, if it's going to be if the last match is going to be any indication of how this one's going to be played here, you're going to watch them camp for that second stage, and then as survivors, you know that it's going to come through, so you just got to, sit on the gens, get 3 people on gens, get them pumping out here, get as much progress as you can before you go in for that save.
Yeah, and it looks like Hein is just going to go second stage. Grenaut doing a really good job just body blocking. And no survivors in sight. And there's the second stage.
All right. So now I wonder if we're going to see him wander away from hook and get a little bit more loose with it as he watches for other survivors come in, or if he's going to try and hold down the 3-gen. He's probably saw, crows flying, sees that survivor back there. Not going to take that chase. There's the unhook coming in, though, right after that first gen.
Ooh, for the people. That's a nice for the people play from Vrist. Hein now fully healthy. It's going to be a little bit harder to get that tunnel. And only 1 generator done for all this. Make it 2. I was going to say, if only 1 generator got completed, I don't think that is entirely worth the amount of time that was spent.
Yep, we see Hein going back towards that edge map, landing that hit on him. But again, it's going to be even harder to get that tunnel now because he has to go through that extra health state with that for the people play coming in.
And we
take an ambitious shot.
Yeah, we did see Hein doing the smart play, not resisting against the chain. Forces that cigars to not get any value, that second add-on there. And Hein playing around the shack, a dangerous gamble, especially with those long walls on the side, making for some great shots. And it looks like Grenaut is just gonna leave the tunnel.
Yeah, an interesting choice here. He's gonna stick around and protect gens. We see Shack Pallet get thrown right away. I'm in team hashtag Shack Pallet's just a filler pallet, so make good use of it while you can here.
You see, I'm not in either camp because I just think there is a time and a place to throw it. It is a strong pallet, so it should be saved, but you don't want to just throw it first chase. And while we're having a thoughtful discussion, linking does go down, and that is going to be another hook state, and it looks like we're going to be going for the pain res body block possibly coming in. No, doesn't want to stick around. Arushi just came over to say hello and then dipped.
Yep, just wanted to see what was going on there. Had to check on the hook, make sure it was still in the same place. We see the hook coming in, gonna continue the chase, leaving the shack, actually headed towards the car pile here. We're gonna see Arushi we're gonna see Grenaut just kind of play around shack a little bit, looking for more survivors, seeing if he can get some more value out of it.
Yeah, and I will say, of all the generators that have been done, there is no 3-gen left.
Yeah, survivors did manage to break it. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a tough game for Grenaut to kind of pull a similar kind of score for him as Arushi did on the last match.
Yeah, and I mean, we were talking about it a little bit beforehand and talking about whether or not we should mention this, but I'm going to. This was supposed to be Xeno playing the killer for Elysium, but he is unavailable for a reason that I do not remember.
Yeah, from what I hear, he's still sleeping.
Yeah.
Alarm did not go off.
But so Grenaut is trying to fill some very big shoes at the last minute, and what a shot! Holy, that was max range, and Arushi just didn't resist at all, denying that cigar value. And in the meantime,
what you have to do.
Linky gets pulled off the hook. Another for the people play from Vrist.
Lots of value out of for the people this round here. Oh, the pre-drop on the pallet, not wasting any time. That's a smart thing to do against Slinger, right? Put that pallet between you and him if you can. Keep it there. Going to continue the chase. We're going to probably see the vault. Oh, no, going around the long way. There it is. I think it's going to be a tough stretch. Ooh.
A good attempt, unfortunately, hitting the wall there. another generator did get completed. In the meantime, there's one generator left to go. Arushi finally goes down. Oh, that last generator is so close to getting done, and another one's at 50%. This is not looking good for Elysium.
Not looking good. I mean, played a strong game. Deathslinger doing the best you can here, trying to get as much value. Again, you're kind of the alternate in this one. Wasn't really expected to play, but had pulled in last minute to play Slinger and step up. Big shoes to fill. You're gonna go check this gen, see if you can't get another survivor caught out here.
And this is the generator that was so close to completion. Vrist just straight up goes down. No adrenaline. Hein takes another hit. That's high risk, high reward, but considering you only need to get one survivor out the door, you can afford to just let someone die.
Yeah, no ed on Dren out Slinger here either, so not getting any value out of that, out of the end game there.
So all the survivors have to do is just open a door and get out. Lincoln already on the first half of that problem, and we have Arushi coming in for the save onto Vrist.
So at this point, as survivors, do you play safe or you go for it? It looks like they're going to go for it and try and get a 4-man out if they can, get as many points.
Yeah,
well.
and
Edge map.
Yep, we got another edge map, Andy. There's the firecracker, and it's actually getting value. I didn't think that would happen with obvious it was, and Vrist goes down, and that is going to be another hook, maybe a decisive? No. Hein leaves, and that is going to be round 1 going in favor of Paradox, and I can already feel my prediction going down the drain.
Very well played, very well played.
Yeah, with a final score of 42-30, it is going to be Paradox taking home round 1 of their time in DBDLeague. And I forgot, what killer do we have next?
It's the Mastermind next on Cold Tower.
It is the Mastermind on Cold Tower. You said it. And we will have that match for you right after the break. Hello everyone, and welcome to round 2 of Paradox versus Elysium. Paradox is up in this match 1-0, and they are once again on the survivor side in the Mastermind round. And already in a chase with Hein, we have Kexo playing the Mastermind for Elysium against Lincoln, Hein, Vrist, and MX. A bit of a substitution there on the survivor side.
It's always, it always makes me smile on the inside here when we see the Mastermind go against Leon in a game. It always kind of, scratches that itch in the back of my brain. But we're going to see Mastermind played. We've seen him played previously earlier today. So, Will, walk me through. What are the finer points against playing against Mastermind in a comp setting? Are you pre-dropping pallets? Are you holding them?
From what I've seen, you more often than not, you're pre-dropping those pallets and you're avoiding those narrow corridors where there's little room to juke.
We see the first hit come in on MX here on that Claudette, chasing him all the way over to the corrupted gen here.
Yeah, and we got this little 3-wall here, but MX going for the hill, possibly a bounced landing. Kexo trying to play the mind game around the hill, doesn't quite get it.
That was a balanced landing play right into the vault, into the main building there. So we're going to see the Mastermind keep up here because you got that mobility. Going to play around the car pallet. Ooh, respecting that pallet.
Yeah, that was a hard respect for the pallet. And MX tried to abuse that, and Kexo just backing up a little bit so there's room for
the body block.
At the same time, that gives room for Hein to come in for a body block, and I was gonna say we're about a bit of a stalemate here.
Yeah, and while they're standing there, the gens continue to go. So we see that first gen get finished here. Still waiting on the first took to come in. Now we're going to swap off and chase Hein. Gonna hard respect the pallet again.
Yeah, I think Kexo needs to start taking some risk if he's going to do well. Hein with the live manages to get all the way around the loop once again. Another generator to get done. No hooks yet. And MX gets healed up to full. It's just Hein injured, and this is looking rough for Kexo right now.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough match already. We want to see at least one hook, maybe going into the second stage here at this point. The survivors are doing a great job playing the 3-lane walls and throwing the pallets and everything. Oh, there it is. There's going to be the first hook to grab and the slam into the locker.
Yeah, it looked like Hein was trying to go for a locker play as soon as he heard the first bound, but Kexo 180'd so fast just didn't give Hein the chance to react. And there's going to be a Pain Resonance and a No Way Out stack. First hook of the game, 2 generators done. Really rough start for Kexo.
Kind of rough. Also, we're seeing brutal strength played on Mastermind here. Not sure how much that's going to come into play. The unhook coming in, not really getting that camp into the second stage. Going to continue to chase the tunnel in on Hein here. Try and confirm that second stage. Ooh, some mind games.
Just holding the bound for a while. Just trying to make something happen. Doesn't quite get other than the mobility. Doesn't get it. Yes, he does. Hein goes down once again.
Just the tip there gets him on the very edge there. Gonna get that second stage, whether he camped it or not. And we're gonna see Gens getting worked on and get finished up here.
All 3 survivors. The flashlight save. We missed the flashlight save.
Flashlight save and then the redown. Holy cow.
Yeah.
We are gaming, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but 2 generators very close to being done. All the survivors were all working on completely different generators, and there's no 3-gen left to defend. Paradox doing an insanely good job in this matchup. They have all the pressure right now, and Kex just struggling to keep up. Doesn't quite get Lincoln with the probably a throw there.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier in like the casters chat, how Wesker's hitboxes are just so hard to understand. They feel like they're sometimes the most forgiving hitbox and sometimes like the least forgiving hitbox there. Oh, Shack Pallet gone. There was a little bit of stream freeze there for me.
Yeah, same. But Shack Pallet gone, and we have some body block coming in. Vrist trying to scoop Hein, and takes a hit for it, but the body block is successful. More time being wasted. 1 generator left to go. They're all spread throughout the map, and Kexo uses the bounce to catch up to Hein. Doesn't quite catch him, though.
All the pallets in the world here.
Yeah, but Hein is now fully infected. That hindered status effect now going to be in effect.
Gonna make it a little bit easier to kind of catch up to him, especially now. Oh, final gen gets popped. Doors are active here. We're gonna see No Way Out come into play.
And this should just be the down onto Hein, but this is gonna be the survivor you already hooked, so you're not getting an additional No Way Out stack, and it's looking to just be 1 kill.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how the end game comes down here. Don't think we have anybody on doors yet. Oh, No Way Out just procced. All right, so we're seeing No Way Out tick down now.
And it looks like we're gonna have Lincoln in chase now, playing around the little tank tire treads, whatever they're called, and
it's the slam on the Lincoln there.
Yeah, that seemed a little weird. Both players kind of just continuing on whatever they were doing, not trying to make any moves, but a bit of a misplay from Lincoln with that pathing, and Kexo is able to cut him off, but the door is going to be open, but Lincoln dying that was a kill that I don't think should have happened.
Yeah, I don't think so. That could have very easily been just a 1K and a 3-man out there, but securing the 2K, very nice job work for Kexo.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta take what you're given, and Paradox extended an olive branch, whether they meant to or not, towards Elysium, with that extra kill. And the score at the end of this trial is going to be 16 points for Paradox, 14 for Elysium. So Paradox in the lead heading into their killer round. That's huge, because normally the killer gets more points.
Yeah, this is where you want to be if you're Paradox for sure as we head into the swap here. It's going to be... You better believe they're going to be playing their heart out for this one.
Yeah, I'm regretting... My bad luck with predictions is finally catching up to me. I don't. I think my bad luck didn't. It took them a little bit to realize that I was casting today. So it was like, oh wait, he's casting. Oh crap, we gotta go catch him with that bad luck. But we will see what Elysium can put together for their survivor round after the break.
Welcome back in, everybody. As we get underway, we see Hein on the Mastermind here, and we're going to have to see a great play from the surviving team. Oh, and we're already in chase around the main building. On to Arima here. Getting that vault, that fast vault even, into the main building. Going to go upstairs. This might be a balanced landing play that we're looking at.
It looks like it's balanced landing to get to the next pallet, plus the firecrackers doesn't blind.
That's surprising. That looked like it blinded on my screen, or should have blinded.
Yeah, I feel like that definitely should have blinded, but Arima playing this pretty well so far. However, 2 pallets down. That's going to be a little tough later on in the match when you're struggling for those pallets.
Yeah, we get to see resource management's going to be big here, and we're going to have to see the survivor team coming in hard here. Oh, there's the slam, gets it. Staggering over to Shaq now.
Yeah, and I feel like this is a nice time to point something out, but Hein has bamboozle.
Ooh, you don't want to be Shaq with bamboozle, that's for sure. First gen coming in here as we're still underway on this first chase against Arima here. Going back to this loop, hits that pallet drop fairly nicely, and is going to use that to transition to the next loop.
Yeah, I mean, Arima doing a really good job at wasting as much time as possible. However, it is a very costly chase, as that is now 5 pallets that have been dropped by Arima in this first chase alone. Hein overdoes it just a little bit by going off of the hill. I love doing the hill attack. Like, killers with all sorts of kind of movement abilities could just go flying off of hills.
We see Kexo there taking the body block, and we're transitioning off of those two and chasing V1 now into a jungle gym here.
Yeah, and V1, known as a really good survivor. Imagine this chase will go a lot longer. So far, a survivor has not been hooked yet, so for Elysium, it's going as well as they need it to go. They need to just prevent hooks as long as physically possible. And
there we go. Getting the slam on the V1 there into the wall, and we're going to see V1 take that speed boost and transition away. Hein spots Gren out there and is going to keep spreading the chase here and spreading the pressure. This is kind of good for all survivors. It gives them a chance to reset. We see Arima and Kexo already healed up.
And this is yet another survivor. Gren out being tagged in for the chase this time around, and goes for the fake around the window. No pallet to play with here, so this is most certainly going to be at least a hit. And yeah, Gren out takes the hit, going to be running. And I will say, the pallets dropped early are already coming back to cost them. And
yeah, the lack of resources here, we're kind of in a pallet dead zone here if he stays on this side. But if he transitions to the other side of main, then we've got a few to work with. Actually going to leave him in main and going to lead that chase.
Yeah, because I spent a lot of time chasing, not a whole lot of time keeping track of generators. No gen regression perks. Actually, no gen perks outside of Corrupt at all. So this is going to be... It's going to be a little bit difficult for Hein to keep control of those generators, but Gren out here at this, I don't know, it's just a filler pallet, right?
Yeah,
we do have Arena coming in for the body block. Gets hit and vaults the window, and
we're gonna need to see we're gonna need to see Hein here commit to somebody and get her down if he's gonna want to take a chance here and bring the team to victory. It looks like this might happen here. Oh, misses the dash. And we already know that Arima has healed people, so his exhaustion is back, and he's going to move to main for that balanced landing play. But we're going to see Hein transfer off and continue chasing Gren out here now.
Yeah, and there are no pallets here, but a body block from Kexo. This is the Elysium that we have been missing out on for the first 3 trials. Finally showing up in force, doing everything they can to stop a down. Gren out, just defying Hein, refusing to go down.
If you're Hein here, you got to take a breath and you got to refocus and try not to get tilted here. These body blocks coming in at just the right time, just the right opportunity. The survivors seem to know exactly where everybody's at all times here. We're getting another chase with the V1 now. Gets the slam. Looks like he almost kind of went through the tree there.
Yeah, but that is the one survivor that is fully healthy. And Arima gets healed, and I imagine we'll see another survivor getting fully healed as well. V1 should be going down soon, unless there's some other pal here.
Oh, not getting the down there. Just Wesker things, baby. Just Wesker things.
Just Wesker things, but V1 finally goes down, going through the window. Bamboozle used for what I think is... That might have been the first bamboozle use that's most definitely been called out now. But another generator gets it done.
Two gens remaining on the first hook here. We're going to see survivors take a quick time to reset. And we're going to see Arima kind of sneaking up potentially for the unhook potential.
Yeah, I mean, the win condition for Paradox is 2 kills plus whatever other hook. And then there's probably some other configurations of stuff. But the easiest one is 2 kills and then another hook.
Definitely bamboozling that window there. Ooh, gets the grab on the pallet. Gonna be a second hook stage here.
Yeah, a nice grab onto Exo. We hear the first aid spray or something with Killer Instinct off in the distance. I'm pretty sure that's first aid spray.
Yep. I know every survivor has their own call out for it. Bug spray, suntan lotion. Yep, definitely going off in the distance, giving that Killer Instinct. We're already back into chase potentially here. Yep, with that Gren out there.
Yeah, a nice little juke from Grenout. Kexo gets pulled off of the hook, and I imagine these survivors got to be working on some other generators. Grenout takes an M1 through the window, and kind of gets zoned from the pallet. It's gonna be tough.
I think if you're Grenout there, you were hoping for the fast fall, didn't get it. Get the medium ball, get hit through it in the edge map there, and gets the Hein gets the down there.
Yeah. It took a long time for Hein to start getting downs, but now that he's gotten one, they just keep on coming. And I think this is yet another fresh hook.
It is, in fact, another fresh hook. And we have... So Hein does have the ace in the hole here with Noed for that end game when it gets to it to get down there. We'll see if it comes into play. Looking around the hook here, making sure no survivors are set up for the sneaky incident on hook. Doesn't look like it. Checking lockers.
Yeah, just looking around trying to find other survivors. So at this point, I'm just doing math in my head. I don't have any information from staff, and I'm not going to ask them yet. But I believe at this point, if Hein can get the hook onto, I think it's Arima or whoever the other fresh hook survivor is, and then one other hook, it's a tie, and then one more hook after that is the win. So yeah, pretty much 3 hooks to win in any configuration, I think.
Getting down to it, we saw that gen pop. We're down to the final gen here. Getting the chase. And the unhook before going to stage 2. And it takes the trade. Noed called out now.
And the Noed was just revealed because Grenout took a hit, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, absolutely. He took the hit after that gen popped, making use of that borrowed time. But it also reveals Noed's in play. Already on the door, and door's already prepped and open. They're cleansing Noed as well.
Wow.
Oh, no. This
is what a comeback from Elysium. I thought coming into this round they were gonna just give up, but no, they say we will not go down this easily. We are Elysium, and we are going to kick butt. And it's right now.
Scratch marks. It's never over until it's actually done and over here. The full squad setting up for the body blocks here.
Oh, 2 survivors injured with that, but that gives 2 survivors movement speed as well. And Arima holding up the rear, and that's going to be the 4-man out.
Holy cow. We're going to wait for staff here to give us the updated scores. It looks like the final score here, we have Elysium with 33, and we have Paradox with 25 as your final score. Ooh, man, that was quite the comeback from Elysium survivors there.
Yes, it was. And I think it all comes down to that early game, just managing to get so much done with what was effectively one chase. The way they tagged in one after another. But Elysium, they're still in it. The match score is 1-1, and we will be going into a third set. DocRock, what is it?
It is Demogorgon, and we're going to see him on Coal Tower again. So we're going to stay on the same map here, but we're going to bring Demo in. I'm excited to see Demo played. I want to see what these players can do with Demo in their hands.
Yep, and we will have that for you right after the break. Hello, everyone, and welcome to what should be the final round of the day. We have the Demogorgon round of Paradox versus Elysium. Urushi playing the Demogorgon for Paradox against the survivors of Elysium, who are coming off of a very impressive performance to keep them in this match. And
we're back
already
in chase right away. Kexo taking the first chase here as Urushi finds him out. Running around Shat here, we're throwing pallets. And with Demo, I think you just got to pre-drop pallets and not get shredded, not get caught in long hallways. I think you play against him very similar to how you would play against us.
That sounds about right, because they both have short dash abilities that do damage, so why wouldn't you play it the same way?
During the beginning of the match there, we saw Urushi set down a portal. I think he's only got the one. He does have Corrupt Intervention up, dodges the flashbang, or the firecracker, I'm sorry, I say flashbang. Body block coming in, but misses the shred.
Yeah,
I missed that one.
It does not, and we do see the Force Penance coming into effect. Seems like Paradox has learned from their trials and tribulations last game about the body block, so Force Penance being brought to counter it. That said, Force Penance, pretty good perk on Demogorgon regardless. And we see Dreadnought taking the hit now, also getting that broken status effect, and Arima just doing that down, no jukes, just hits the floor.
And there goes your Corrupt Intervention going away with that first down here as we're getting down to it anyway. Looking for hooks, kind of taking a minute to look around here, gets that first hook in. Setting it up.
Urushi was looking for the res, but apparently nothing was nearby. Already this V1 now also broken. A lot of survivors with that broken status effect right now. Urushi exerting that pressure through this perk, and I do want to mention, during that whole first chase, a generator got done. I don't think either of us noticed.
No, that gen popped, and we kind of expect that. I mean, the survivors can't be healing with all the broken status effects with Force Penance there. We see the vault from the window. That must be Lythe taking him away. Barely missing the shred on that as we transition into some of these rock tiles here. Gonna be kind of hard to mind game as Demo's a pretty tall killer.
And we did see the missed thread from Urushi. Things are difficult, but Urushi does it anyway. Dreadnought goes down, unable to make it back to the pallet. And we do see possibly a pain resonance this time around. Yes, we do.
And we also set up near a portal as well.
Yeah, ooh, that's going to be really strong. But also we see a second stack of No Way Out. That'll be a good end game perk to kind of rely on. And we do see the heals coming in.
So on the not going up into main. Wonder if he heard them up there and made the conscious choice not to go up there. We are chasing though around some rock tiles here.
Yeah, a nice little like sky view of the chase that was happening onto Kexo.
Nice work of the pallet there. We see Urushi shredding it, getting rid of it, transitioning into the jungle gym.
A nice double back from Kexo. Should be able to make it through this pallet now. It is just gonna be broken instantly, but it does save the health state of the survivor. Goes for Crash Tech, doesn't quite get it, but does have another pallet to play around here.
We're seeing again pallets getting thrown left, right, and center, getting wasted. It's gonna make that end game a little bit harder. We'll see if it transitions. Body block coming in here, missing the shred though.
Yeah, no body block needed. Kexo manages to avoid. Arima also avoiding the shred, and looks like we're gonna change targets. No bamboozle on this Demogorgon. I was really looking forward to seeing some bamboozle demo.
A little bit of mind game, maybe out mind game themselves there. Getting in and running into the main building here.
Ooh, a nice long-range shred onto that door, getting some distance and some destruction. Arima able to get away though. And Arushi's just gonna go try and patrol these other generators, make sure they aren't getting done with a lot of noise being made over by the main building.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in the meantime too, with all these chases, yet another gen down. There's point tech in the corner of the map here. We expect to see that.
Exo goes down. Only 2 generators completed so far. The survivors of Elysium need to have at least a little bit more gen pressure, but given how much healing they're having to do, it makes sense why they aren't.
Yeah, it's definitely, I think force penance is coming into play big time here. Watching the Elysium survivors play, constantly get those resets on the heals, and being able to kind of counteract that. The fall off of the hill there in the missed shred, but followed up with a hit there, shredding the pallet as well, placing a portal down. Ooh, canceling the portal. Going up into main, is this the balanced landing play? It is, in fact, a balanced landing play. Back into main, gonna chase around the main building here, going back up the stairs. Arushi chasing Arema there. And hitting the down with a medium vault through the window.
Yeah, and I just want to say, because it's being pointed out in the chat, thank you, Otts, for the raid from the... By the time Twitch is hearing us, we are in the... We're talking about the past from the future, so... I'm confusing myself very quickly. Thank you, Otstarva, for the raid, and welcome in, Raiders. I guess it's my job to give a brief overview as one of the casters and former league commissioner. This is comp. This is going to be the highest level of gameplay you can possibly see. Basically, we take 2 teams consisting of each team has a survivor and a killer. We put them head to head, survivors versus killer on both sides, just to duke it out and see who's better. It's a lot more complicated than that, but that's the most basic level.
If you like watching high-level Dead by Daylight gameplay and you want to see a totally different aspect to it than pub matches, this is where you want to be. This is what you want to be watching. And we're seeing some great teams here with Elysium and Paradox playing. Ooh, the crouch set coming in, missing the shred, but gets the M1 down anyways at the pallet. Let's see if anybody's set up for the pallet save. I don't think so, but there's not. We're going to go ahead for a hook here. We have 2 gens remaining. I strike that. We have 1 gen remaining.
And that is Arima dead on hook. No 3 gen, but we do have the portal set up. So Arushi is going to be able to teleport straight over to this generator. 3 stacks of no way out. And this generator is so close to being done. And V1 almost got caught out. Arushi decides, I don't want to go for the hit. I want this generator broken now.
I think Arushi was also double checking, make sure there wasn't another survivor working on that far side of that gen too. You would hate to take that chase and have that gen finish just as you walk away.
I've definitely done that in pub games once or twice or 5 times before.
Placing another portal at that gen to keep an eye on it. We got portals placed all around the map here. Like you stated, no real 3 gen, but Demogorgon has that map mobility that we're going to look for. Trying to catch survivors out.
Yeah, Arushi taking the time to open that portal so you can get the killer instinct by holding the shred. And right now, just looking for survivors. V1 being spotted is gonna barely dodge that shred. I don't know how that didn't hit.
It's the fast one on the window, but still gets hit on the M1 there, running away towards Shaq. He's gonna leave him and take a look around here, finds another survivor out, trying to use maybe a little bit of killer instinct since these portals are opened up. Spots all 3 survivors. That means nobody's on gens right now. That gen may have gotten tapped at the hill, but we're not going to be able to know that at the moment.
Yeah, and we are going to be in chase with Gren out now. Going to be trying to... No, not going to try and use this main building. Just wants to get over to this TL, loop it as best as possible. And no, just weaving through the tiles, holding W as best as they can.
Ooh. Crouch set coming in strong against Demo here. We're going to see him play the jungle gym in the pallet. Leaving the pallet side, headed towards the window side, trying for a little bit of mind games here. May have mind gamed himself, potentially. Oh, it's the M1 on the window there.
Grant out mind gamed himself. But this generator has so much force on it. Arushi gets another kick on it, but and there's the high mobility that you see from the shred off of the hill. But I imagine another generator somewhere is going to have a lot of progress as well, given how much time Urushi has spent by that one generator near main.
Yeah, I think you're right here. Ooh, did he just land on that survivor?
I think Urushi just Uma
But yeah, we've noticed too, with the 3 remaining survivors, we've noticed a distinct lack in body blocks now that they realize that forced penance is out. That they're not going to want to risk that in the end game here.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to risk taking hits that they can't heal this late into the game. Actually, I'm looking at it now. I do think this is a 3-gen. It just wasn't as bad as I had originally realized. But we do have a definitive spot where there are no gens left to be done. And this is exactly where we see V1 taking chase, which means that that hill gen is by 2 of these survivors, and it might get popped just while Urushi is hooking V1.
Ooh, it's going to be close.
The pallet save attempt was there, but it wasn't quite successful.
And this is V1's first hook here.
Yeah,
he
V1's
sees
first
the killer
hook.
instinct. He knows somebody's on that hill gen. Can he get to it before it pops?
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Kexo tried being a little cheeky, but Urushi saw through the plan. Great counterplay to that strategy. Just kick the gen. Don't even bother with the swing.
Yep. You know, as soon as he would have hit that survivor during the recovery animation, he would have tapped that gen and finished it off. Now it gets some regression. Ooh, some mind games at the window here. Gonna get the M1 and transition over to the jungle gym. Probably gonna go back to that hill gen to make sure nobody's on it.
We do see scratch marks, but do we see the survivor who made them? It looks like they're just W keying at this gen, trying to
tap the
they're
gen.
cycling. They're just cycling, tapping the gen.
Missing the M1 here. We're gonna move around the gen. Not where you want to be looping here, survivor. You want to take that hit, get that speed boost, and get as far away from that gen as you can.
Yeah, and
hill here.
Oh, Urushi maybe could have had that second hit. Would have been crouch tech again. Just putting in so much work. Crouch tech, the real MVP of this game, it seems like. And
yeah. Ooh, more scratch marks.
Do we see another survivor trying to work on the gen? That is the question.
So I think this is going to be a down here. Crouch tech saving him again. Get that M1 point tech at the door here. Finish the gen. That's adrenaline. That's why we saw him move to the door there, get far away from that gen, take the killer away, do the point tech, buy as much time as you can, then get that adrenaline play coming in strong.
Yeah, Elysium. That is the second adrenaline play they've made this match alone. They did it last round, they did it this round. Kexo, still probably gonna die, but you should get 2 out from this.
Using the shred animation to kind of force him away from not going into the door, shred of shaft. Ooh, point tech at the totem. Yep, the totem is still there.
Yeah, this hook is gonna be relatively far from the doors. I forgot about the no way out. That is still in effect. That is gonna be rough.
Yeah, it is gonna be rough. Actually, you said hook far away from the doors. That hook is right on that door. Oh no. That was a forced penance hit on Grenout as well, so not gonna be able to run away and reset either.
Ooh, this is it's looking a little rough. We have Urushi coming back to camp this survivor out. I think he's fine letting these 2 survivors get out, so long as he can confirm this kill.
Yeah, I think that's where you'll be there. But so now we're gonna look around. Grenout can't heal. Finds V1 here in the jungle gym.
I mean, if Grenout wanted to go for the save, now would be the time to do so while Urushi was busy with V1. The question is, does the save come through? We have some mind games going on here.
The door is open. Now the save's gonna happen.
Maybe?
No, they're leaving him on the hook here. They're gonna try and take the 2-man out.
V1 might actually be... No, V1's got the distance. I don't think there's a death
that's
here.
it. That's a nice 2-man out.
Yeah. I feel like that could have... I feel like there was a chance for the 3 out there, but oh well.
Very tough. We got scores coming in here. We're just going to confirm that these are correct here. We got them coming in. So for this match here, we have Elysium with 14 and Paradox coming in at 20 on that one. And
yeah,
I think that's all we have. Unless you have something, we'll send it to the break.
No, I just wanted to say, well played from Elysium, still putting up performance, and we're going to have to see what Paradox can do on their Survivor side after the break.
And welcome back in, all of you legends here. We're in for the final round of the final match here. The Demogorgon with Grenout playing demo here. We see a pallet being thrown right away. We're in chase with Hein. We see, corrupt intervention taking effect there with the main gen being corrupted. We're going to see how long he commits to this chase on Hein at the main building as we're building up treads and taking down pallets. But let's get it underway here. Still, we're transitioning off Hein. There's another pallet down. Bad wind. We have still chasing here by the door, going through the jungle gym. This might be the down here. No body block coming in. We're running force penance on demo again. Very nice to see that. It's body block coming in, so not going to be able to heal that. We're going to hit down.
All right, and I am back. Sorry for that. I was having some audio issues on my end, but yeah, we got the. I missed what we were talking about, so I'll just let you resume.
I was just hyping up that this is the deciding match. This is it, and we got that first down coming in already, and we're seeing Force Penance brought out on demo, so the first down in the first stack and no way out. We're probably going to see him camp around this hook here for the confirmed second state.
Yeah, and it looks like Brown just wants to put down, I believe that is the second portal, and just try and get some pressure. Lincoln fears getting spotted, so he just books it away from the hook, and rightfully so. Grenout giving a little bit of a chase, just zoning him away from the hook survivor. Lincoln just gets away scot-free, but Grenout's fine with that, just wants to make sure, like you said, this survivor goes second stage.
We're seeing here, we saw him set up for the save. We saw the other two survivors on two different gens there that had a lot of progress on them, so I'd expect to see those two gens finish rather quickly.
Yeah, so one hook, no generators done. The survivors of Paradox need to step it up if they want to take this home. Another generator does get completed, make it two. Forget me for saying anything.
There it is. There's that second stage there. We're going to see demo transition out here and potentially go look to protect a 3-gen. Still seeing some scratch marks in the distance here. We're going to see if maybe we'll take the chase on Hein. No, decided not to.
It also looks like this could be the rare Comp Tower 5-gen. We have three up top and then two very close to that.
That's pretty strong for demo with his mobility with not only the shred but also the portals as well. Getting the down on Hein. We're gonna be a fresh hook.
Yeah, we do see the 1-for-1. Hein's gonna go on the hook, and that is going to give another stack of no way out. But Redout's moving slightly away, especially away from the 5-gen. So I imagine this has to be a pain res.
Yeah, and you would look for that now so that we can get some. There it is, the pain res tick down. And we're looking for what gen that was. I had that progress on it. 2 stacks of no way out coming in here.
Oh, but we do see, I believe that is Wind being caught and spotted. The tunnel out is happening right before our eyes. It's just a matter of how long will it take. Grenout, no bamboozle. No bamboozle down. I'm a little disappointed, but Wind goes down nonetheless. And that is going to be the first survivor out of this game. 3 generators remaining, and there's still a nasty 5-gen on the main side of the map. Things are not looking good for Paradox.
And just like that, we're in a 3v1 scenario here with Hein still broken from Force Penance, but we see the reset coming on Lincoln, at least the heal. And we're going to see Demo just kind of chill around main here, getting that out. That feels nice. Got to be a little celebratory. You're feeling good if you're Grenout right now.
Oh, absolutely. Going to be breaking that wall to the main building, just try and make it a little easier to loop. And breaking the second wall, it's not, I don't see that too often, but I think it's because of where the window spawned. I think you can get away with that. But we do have, I believe this could be Vrist in Trace here. And not going to take the window, instead going to go upstairs, possibly seeing a balanced landing play or just trying to waste some time. And the 180 swing from Granout manages to down Vrist. And Basement is here too, so this could be really strong for Granout.
Gonna go for that basement play, or are you gonna go for a Scorch Hook and get a Pain Res tick down? Because I think this is the first down on Vrist that we've seen.
Yeah, it looks like that it is going to be the Scourge Hook coming into effect. 3 stacks and no way out, and 1 stack left on that Pain Res. We do have another survivor right here, but Granout just doesn't care. He wants to go for it. Ooh, wants to go and defend the hook. Lincoln coming in for the save. Vrist takes the hit with the base kit BT, and
it's another fall from main there. Breaking the door out at the top of main here. We're going to continue to chase around this gen at the hill. Blowing up the gen as you leave, man. Those last minute skill checks as you get off the generator are rough no matter who you are. Missing the shred as the vault comes in into the jungle gym here. Or is that a 3-lane? I can't tell.
I believe that is a 3-lane, but just gets the dash straight through the window. Oh, doesn't quite get it that time, but getting the shred straight through the window. That is definitely something I haven't seen before.
Yeah, you know, we've seen Flying Demo all match now. It's pretty awesome to see him just zip through. Ooh, shredding that pallet. The Firecracker coming in to no avail, not getting the blind. Gonna continue on the chase here. Ooh, medium vault and missing the M1. Gonna try some mind games on Hein here and see if we can't get the down. Might set up for a body block, but we know the killer's running Force Penance, so we might not see a body block.
Yeah, Hein just showing Granout the moves, managing to last so long in this chase. A generator did get completed in that time, and that was the I believe that was, I don't know which one it was actually. There's so many gens on this side of the map. It's just like, wait, which one did they do? Behind finally goes down, and the Pain Res hook is right there, so it looks like we might have another Scourge hook coming into effect, but we have 2 healthy survivors, and Lincoln at least was nearby. We might see a body block. No, never mind. Forget I said anything.
No body block at the second stage on Hein there, which is nice. It's going to, you know, give a little bit of confidence to Granout here. There's 2 gens remaining. Those gens are split up fairly decently, not too far. Like he said, it was a pretty tight gen grouping at main here, but they did a decent job of breaking them up as best they could.
But yeah, this gen setup is going to be so tough to crack, especially with only 3 people left, 2 generators remaining, and Hein, about, I want to say that's like 30 seconds left to live, and they need to get the save. They could go for the 2-man save, but that is so risky when you're only 2 people left, because you would have to give up all your gen pressure for that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see Vrist stay on the gen here. Hein's just gonna try and keep the killer's attention on the hook.
Oh no, they're both here.
Ooh, setting up for the 2-man. It's a little bit. Ooh, gets the grab!
Oh, the grab!
Flashlight save attempt.
Flashlight save. Oh no, it's all falling apart for Paradox.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Granout getting the nodders there. Tell him, yeah, go ahead. I already got 1 grab. I'm not afraid to get another. Gets the hit. There's the death. And we're going to chase Lincoln down for the potential 4K here.
Yeah, I mean, I understand for Paradox, like, that's a risk you have to take, but it went... that was, like, worst case scenario just happened for Paradox.
Yeah, it went sideways in a hurry. Trying a cheeky little M1 through the window, does not connect. Still going to chase Lincoln. Kind of worried about an unbreakable play, but that unbreakable would have happened already unless we're waiting for the killer to move away. So he's going to go ahead and not risk it and go for the hook instead.
Yeah, and at this point, it is going to be a good game. I believe at this point, Elysium has won. Match staff can correct me on that. But with just Lincoln alive...
I'm getting word from staff here that Unbreakable is also currently banned, so we wouldn't have to worry about that anyways.
Yeah, so... okay, as it is currently, Elysium has won. So,
That was
Yeah.
quite the comeback for Elysium as well. We've seen from that first match there, the Deathslinger match, right?
Yeah, I mean, especially like for the first 3 games, I thought it was going to just go the way of Paradox because they'd put up such a performance. But Elysium, they pulled themselves back together, and here they are with the win in their first match of the season.
Not bad. We're going to let the game continue to play out here. We can still earn a little bit of points by doing generators or getting the escape through the hatch here.
And already, Granon's just... As soon as Risk dies, I'm going to teleport straight to Shaq. Uses the shred to get in position.
And
Lincoln.
there it is.
Where to be seen? There's the adrenaline. Maybe
Nice
there's
opening
a...
run.
there's
And
no way
there's
out.
no way out. He knows what door he's got.
There's the no way out, and that should just be GG for Lincoln. I do have to respect the attempts. Just trying to keep at it and using that fixated to walk away a little bit, but does get spotted, I believe.
Yeah, I think he was also don't want to leave the scratch marks. Use your fixated. Maybe try and get your sprint burst back after that adrenaline proc your exhaustion.
Oh, wait.
Not sure what the Grenout was doing there. Just got chilling.
I was so confused. I was like, did Grenout not see?
Grenout was taking a quick coffee break, that's all. Missing the shreds.
I mean, I think at this point, Grenout's just trying to go for style points.
Mm-hmm. Writing is on the wall here.
Yeah, so, I mean, Lincoln's gonna die. So, with a final score of 42-26, it is gonna be Elysium taking home the win here. It looks like we got some 1v1s at Shaq. And just to round out the day. And just like that, Lincoln down on the ground. That is a 4K for Grenout to round out the match.
Nice games played by both teams. Nice sportsmanship. Very well done. Very well played. Seeing the highest level of play here. And quite the comeback for Elysium as well as they struggled there.
Absolutely. My prediction record is still 100%. I made it 1 day of correct predictions. Paradox, I mean, like you mentioned, they played really well. I know Zeno was supposed to be here and wasn't, but like the fact that Paradox was still able to make it so close shows that Paradox should not be underestimated like I was underestimating them earlier.
Yeah, it's so refreshing to see that team, like that group of friends, come in and show such a strong showing against a team that's ranked fairly high up there, if not like number 2 in the league right now, or previously, because the season just started, but we'll find out where the rankings lie here. But let's go ahead and head into a quick little recap of the day, shall we?